Hello everybody, welcome back to another video of meals for my family of 10. We are in the middle of our pantry challenge. This is the second week and it's Wednesday already. I don't know how that happened, but whoa, careful buddy, okay? Monday we had a birthday and I think I have a little bit of video of that. Kaylee made a birthday cake for Karrington and we had cream cheese chicken with some noodles and some other things over at Grandma's house. Yesterday the kids just ate leftovers. I think Austin and I were gone, so we went out to eat while the kids were here at the house. So in the pan here I put the rest of the spaghetti noodles. I also added our leftover brisket with all of the gravy in it. I've got some gluten-free noodles in here that I added to bulk it up a little bit, and then I also poured in the leftover peas and rice that I made last week, I think, and that way all of this can get eaten up in one meal today. And then I have some cream cheese chicken in here that I'm going to warm up for myself to eat, and I have this my sister gave us. So I'm going to mix this up and I'll just have chicken with some salad. And I also have, just a minute, I also have this French bread I'm going to slice up for everybody to eat. And some candied carrots left. So it's a real quick lunch today, just to get the fridge kind of cleaned out and emptied so that we can make some more meals. People in my house don't necessarily like leftovers that much. They eat them much better when I can put them in a pan like this and warm them up. Otherwise, they just kind of sit in there and nobody ever eats them. So this is a good way for us to use up our leftovers, is to reconstruct them into something else. And then the kids will eat it and enjoy it. So this is our lunch today. All right, for lunch today, we're having some hamburger with some sweet potatoes, regular potatoes, onions, corn, peas, and green beans, and then cheese on top. And some of us will have it with ketchup, but this is going to be our lunch today. All right, for dinner tonight, I am making the kids this cheesy tuna pasta. I have 2 bags of this that came from the food bank, so I'm just cooking it all up in this pan. And that's what the kids will eat if they want it. I think some of them are probably not going to like it, which is fine. But they will have this, and then I haven't decided yet what I'm gonna eat. I may just have a protein shake. I may not have anything. I'm not super hungry, so we'll see what I decide. All right, today is Sunday, and yesterday we had kind of just leftovers, and the kids cooked some eggs for lunch, and then we left right after that and we headed into town, and we were gone all afternoon. We went roller skating, but before we left I had put some ground beef, some tomatoes, diced tomatoes, and some black beans with a whole bunch of spices in my crock pot. And then when we got home yesterday night, we had nachos for dinner. And so today we have our Bible study after church, and we always have a meal at church. And so I am bringing the rest of my taco meat, and then I also have this brick of melt and dip cheese, which is basically like Velveeta, and I'm going to just set that in there and let it melt, so we will have some more nacho topping. And then I've got some tortilla chips left. I'll take those with us, and this is what we're gonna have for our lunch for today. Today is Thursday, and it's kind of a strange day. I had to get up this morning to help my husband when he left for work, and of course after I did that I was wide awake, and so I wasn't able to fall back asleep until like 5:30. So I got up at like 3 and I couldn't go back to sleep till like 5:30, so I ended up sleeping until like 9 o'clock, probably 8:30 I think, which is unusual for me. I never sleep that long. So we're getting a late start today on everything. It's already 1 o'clock in the afternoon. We finished lunch. Now we are doing a list of chores because today is our first day back to a normal routine after having my honey off of work. So we are doing some chores, and tidying up, and then we're gonna sit down and do our group work. Only a couple of the kids, the older ones, got their independent work done this morning, which is okay, but we are gonna all sit down and do some group work. We had a big storm yesterday. It snowed, I don't know how many inches it snowed. Maybe, I don't know. I haven't walked out there yet. Anyway, we got a lot of snow, and it was snowing and blowing all day yesterday. So there were drifts on the roads and stuff this morning, but it's very nice out right now. Sun is shining. It's beautiful out there. So doing chores. I am working on figuring out what to make for dinner tonight. I have the rest of our potatoes from our garden in this bowl here, and I'm just trying to get those washed fairly clean. I'm gonna probably roast them with some onions for dinner and make some kind of meat with it. I've got pork chops I could get out, which I didn't think about earlier, but I still probably have time to get those out. And we could have pork chops and potatoes and onions. And so I have some salad too that needs eaten, so I might do that also. So that's probably what we're having for dinner. For lunch for our pantry haul, or our pantry challenge. We just had leftovers because we had some stuff left over from our trip to the Great Wolf Lodge. We had some pizza left over and some hamburgers left over. And then we just had mac and cheese and some brats from yesterday that we had at Grandma and Grandpa's house. So everyone's doing their chores right now, and then we're gonna get our group work done. Okay, for lunch today I'm making some peach crisp, and then Kaydence requested to have these with it. We got from the food bank quite a while ago. So I just got some frozen peaches down in the bottom of there that I cooked with some butter, some cinnamon, some cloves, a little tiny bit of salt, and some gluten-free flour. And I mix that all together, and then the topping is butter, oatmeal, and coconut sugar. Oh, and I put some regular sugar in the bottom too, so to sweeten the peaches up a little bit. And then I cooked this for a little while on the stovetop, and now I'm going to put it in the oven at 350 for about 30 minutes. And then I'll probably make either some whipped cream to go on top, or we'll just have it with cream in liquid form and pour it over the top of it. But this is going to be lunch today, and then we have a few leftovers in the fridge. If people want to have more food after this, they can have some of the leftovers.